Welcome back. Welcome back. You man Diamond K in here. Of course, the Diamond K Show on Fire-TV, radio on fire. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. We are devastated and heartbroken for all of our friends in Hawaii who have been impacted by the recent wildfires. Based on this government response and the way that they've handled things, it definitely makes me think back to Hurricane Katrina and other times where the government has failed to act in a reasonable way. So of course there are going to be a whole bunch of thoughts and prayers and a whole bunch of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Now, for those of you that have, don't live in Hawaii as I do not, and you have seen this story, but you don't really know what's going on. You don't really know what brought it about, what happened. On Tuesday, August the 8th, 2023, a very bad, terrible combination of drought conditions and hurricane weather combining and converging led to widespread wildfires across the island of Maui. Now, families, citizens, residents, visitors were forced to evacuate quickly, forced to evacuate in very, very short notice. In many instances, escaping with only the clothing on their backs. So, you have town just completely gone. Many places on Maui were also affected. And so I definitely, my heart goes out to this community and what they've been dealing with. We have links below to the Hawaii Community Foundation.org that you can donate. All funds that they collect will be given to the Hawaii Community Foundation Maui County Strong Fund. So I'm one of those folks that believe that you should give when you want to give to the local organizations and do it that way. So they are using the Act Blue platform because it is giving quick and easy access to the funds. Comes to them and allows them to get monies to the families that need it faster. So there is an accounting of all the monies raised through this foundation and distribution to the HCF will be posted on their website. And again, that website is hawaiicommunityfoundation.org /Maui. We have a link to it below. So I want to talk a little bit more about this. So like I said, a terrible combination of drought conditions and hurricane weather led to widespread wildfires across the island. So you have these families that, this thing went down and it went down quickly. It went down quickly. The fires drove people to jump into the ocean to escape the flames, the smoke, and obviously forced people to evacuate. So what can you do to help? How can you help these people? As I said, you can donate. They have an emergency fundraiser for Maui fires. You can donate, and we have links below for that Hawaii Community Foundation.org /Maui Strong. So, it's really frustrating. It's frustrating. Obviously, Maui needs help more than ever. And they've been getting a lot of support. Obviously, many have reached out asking how they can directly help the families. And I think that this type of action is so important So they are working with community and members, and these are people on the ground. Very important to provide immediate funds to verified GoFundMe fundraisers and Venmo fundraisers to families who lost their homes. So in the wildfires, now families that lost their homes in the wildfires. It is very, very important. But tourism is something that I get. It is a part of the community. I think it's probably about 21% of the economy. And most of that money obviously goes to hotels, airline, rental cars. But that money doesn't actually stay in the community. They don't have a lot of resources, but folks need supplies. Obviously, they need supplies. So online, you see a lot of folks. Some folks saying, "Don't come. We just need supplies." Right? Other folks saying, "Don't come. We don't need you. We can handle it ourselves," and trying to dissuade people from coming to Maui. Now, they are, as I said, they're a tourist economy. And, people have different feelings about tourism everywhere. Some people, if they live further from where visitors go, they don't necessarily subscribe to the benefits of the tourism. So I think that I read tourism is about 21%. That's a significant number. Now that you have that money, but there's also money that goes to other retailers and folks around the community. But in times like this, it really highlights some of the difficulties. As I said, a lot of folks obviously this is not the time to go to Maui for a vacation. But if you want to go there to help, obviously this is the time. So there's been the confusion of natural disaster versus man-made disaster. We saw video of the oceans is on fire, boats on fire, and the winds causing the fires to spread. So there's so many things. What has me immensely frustrated is Biden is sending billions with the B of dollars to Ukraine. Billions. But they are so slow to help the people in Hawaii. You may say, what do you mean so slow? You got to do this, got to do that. They're dragging their feet. There are billions of dollars that go to Ukraine to fight a war or to be proxies for a war or be the back person in the war. But it's always about the war. They're quick to find the money for the war. But when people, the actual people, need help, oh, it's slow. They dragging their feet. It's all these other things. Each American, your money is paying to help other countries, our own states, our own citizens. The money, the help. Oh, it is such a slow process. Does anybody remember Paradise, California? If you get a chance, look up Paradise, California. The only way that I can describe what happened in Paradise, California is a weaponized disaster. Oh, you can see all the elite rich, the celebs trying to capitalize. Man, it is something. I do pray for the people of Maui, and I do understand that placing blame is not necessarily helping folks at the moment. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. But every time we have a situation like this, it really should have you thinking. It really should have you thinking about what is happening. So as I said, there are many ways that you can help Maui right now. One of the most crucial needs has been donating money to those affected by the wildfires. Please make an effort to donate to Maui families, those families that are in need, and make sure that you do that to a credible organization. You want to make sure that the money that you're giving is actually going to benefit a family that is in need. Definitely want to make sure that it benefits a family that is in need. So, as I said, Jermaine Diamondk, if you're just tuning in, we are heartbroken for our friends, our brothers and sisters in Hawaii and in Maui specifically, those who have been impacted by the wildfires. So the head of Maui's emergency management agency resigned abruptly on Thursday. So, of course, this is a day after saying he had no regret about not using sirens to warn residents of the wildfires. Now, these historic, this is just a legendary, historic seaside community. As of right now, at least 111 people dead. And this SOB, who was formerly the head of the Maui Emergency Management Agency, this SOB said that he had no regret. Now, that decision came from the agency directed by Administrator Herman Andea. Now, coupled with water shortages that, handicapped firefighters and an escape route that became obviously clogged with vehicles, there has been intense criticism from the residents and from folks across America. So you have no sirens, and the lack of sirens has, obviously emerged as a potential misstep. That's putting it nicely. The Associated Press reported that it was part of a series of communication issues that added to the chaos. It starts from the top, people. Poor leadership is going to get you poor results. Poor leadership gets you poor results. So the mayor accepted the resignation effective immediately. The county of Maui announced this on Facebook. Anadea cited unspecified health reasons, and no further details were given. So is he the only person? He's the face. He's going to be the scapegoat. But I think that there are more folks that are going to need to lose their job. There's more folks that are going to need to be accountable, given the gravity of this crisis. Given the gravity of the crisis, something has to change. Something has to be done. So you go back a day earlier, this SOB defended his decision. Defended his decision to not sound sirens as the flames raged on, as the city burnt up. Hawaii has what it touts as the largest system of outdoor alert sirens in the world. But it wasn't used. He said that he thought that folks would go inland or toward the mountain. And he says that, I guess he's trying to say that if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire. So he thinks that sounding the siren would have caused folks, that he thinks that they're so slow that this would have caused them to run into the fire. So the system was created in the 40s, 1946, after a tsunami killed more than 150 on the Big Island. And its website says that they may be used for alerting residents about fires. So he just clearly lied. He was to take part in a meeting of Maui's Fire and Public Safety Commission on Thursday morning, but it was canceled. On Wednesday, he vigorously defended his qualifications for the job. He's been in that job since 2017. He said that he was not appointed, but had been vetted, took a civil service exam, and was interviewed by seasoned emergency managers. That sounds like you were appointed to me. Okay. You may have gone through a process after the appointment or right before the appointment was made, but you were appointed. He said that previously had been the deputy director of Maui County's Department of Housing and Human Concerns and had been chief of staff for former Maui County mayor. And he did that for 11 years, allegedly. During that time, he said that he often reported to emergency operations centers and participated in numerous trainings. He said, to say that I'm not qualified, I think is incorrect. Well, so, you know, I think that he should not have been in a position, and given what happened, he definitely should not be in the position anymore. I think that there are others who should be fired. I think he should have been fired. Resigning is, I think, a sign that he's going to be the patsy, and others are going to say, "Oh, yes, well, we got a resignation from the former guy, and we're moving things in the right direction." That's more problems. Okay, he was unqualified, and you know he might have been trying to do a good job. Some folks said over there that he was trying to be strong and he was trying to do a good job. Well, he did not do that. He did not do that. And just because you in your mind, I want to do a good job, but you fail miserably, and because of your folly and incompetence, folks died. I don't give a damn that you were trying to do a good job or you hoped to do a good job. Quite frankly, I think an investigation needs to be done because he may need to be brought up on charges. So the Attorney General Annie Lopez said on Thursday in a statement that an outside organization will conduct an impartial, independent review of the government response, and officials intend to facilitate any necessary corrective action to advance future emergency preparedness. The investigation will likely take months, probably a year. But it needs to happen, and it needs to be, as she has indicated, impartial and independent. We do not need the folks who made the responses to be doing the investigation, like often happens with the police department. Families, homes destroyed. Many residents were not given any early warning to get out. So there was an announcement on August the 8th, saying that the fire had been contained. Now, the sad part about that is that lulled people into a sense of safety and has caused many folks to distrust officials. People who were trying to put out these fires lived in those homes. Even 25 firefighters lost their homes. So, there is a lot of pointing, and I understand that folks are frustrated. They're sad. They're displaced. These residents are steadily filling hotels and trying to just make it. Just trying to make it. There's shelters. It is just it's a mess. So you have hotels available for eligible evacuees. Eligible is the thing. And so many folks have been sleeping in their cars or camping in parking lots. I really feel for this community. And it's times like this that real steady leadership is so important. So what you have in conditions like this are, opportunistic buyers. There are folks that try to come in and offer money and take advantage, just like we said in Paradise, California. The governor has vowed to protect local landowners from becoming victimized by these opportunistic buyers. Now, this is going to really be a legal challenge, quite possibly. So the way that this normally works is you have a place like this where flames have consumed so much land. Locals usually can expect that the rebuilt town could become even more oriented toward wealthy visitors, and the locals get priced out, and the rich and the powerful come in and just take advantage of everything. Sad. I hope that does not happen, but that is so often what does occur. Now, the causes of the wildfires, this is the deadliest in the U.S. in over 100 years, is under investigation. There's a lot of rumors online. Hawaii has increasingly been at risk from disasters, with wildfire rising fastest, according to an analysis of FEMA records. The local power utility faced criticism for leaving power on as strong winds from a passing hurricane came through a parched area. One video showed a cable dangling from a charred patch of grass surrounded by flames. And this is early in the wildfire. But the facts about this tragic event continue to evolve. So we are going to find out more. Now, obviously, we don't have all the answers right now, but folks are committed, working with many others to find out what happened and focus on Maui's restoration and rebuilding efforts. So the search for the missing has continued to other communities that were destroyed. Searchers had covered about 45% of the burned territory as of Thursday, according to the governor. Now, it is that's the whole thing. The FBI's Honolulu division said that it was helping Maui police locate and identify missing people. Immediate family members who are on Maui can provide DNA samples at the Hyatt Regency beginning Well, actually, it started yesterday. And elsewhere, those folks can contact the FBI for instructions. And if you're looking for missing people, it's very easy for folks to slip through the cracks. So you definitely want to make sure that you stay in communication with the FBI, that Honolulu division. So as I said, it is just a sad state of affairs. And the thing is that we have seen these type of incidents occur, and we know what it looks like. You know what it looks like. It is up to you to help change just this stat quo that happens. Maui needs you. America needs you. And as I said, there are many ways that you can help Maui. Many ways. And I just want to make sure that you give to a credible organization. The one we have listed below, as I said, a fundraiser to help support the Maui community. And this is one of the local organizations. All the funds raised will be given to the Hawaii Community Foundation, Maui County Strong Fund. Their website is hawaiicommunityfoundation.org/Maui Strong. The link is below, and definitely share this video. And if you can donate and help out our brothers and sisters in Hawaii as they try to get through this very, very difficult time. Your man Diamond K, of course. I am here at the Diamond K Show, of course, ONFIRE-TV.com, ONFIRE-TV, Radio on Fire. Anywhere you get your podcast, just search the Diamond K Show. Need to get in touch with me, very easy to do that. djdiamondk@gmail.com. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Get lit. Get lit. Get lit. Everybody get lit right now. Get lit. Get lit. Get lit. Everybody get lit right now. Park Heights get lit right now.